This video is all about simplifying this short form. Now you have the square root of 25 minus square root of 24. Now the question is simplify the square root of 25 minus square root of 24. Now square root of 25 is what? 5. So minus the square root of 24, and 24 is 4 times 6. Now according to the law of surd, if you have the square root of a times b is the same thing as saying the square root of a times the square root of b. So we're going to apply it here. We now have the square root of 5 minus the square root of 4 times the square root of 6. So we now have this will now be equal to the square root of 5 minus the square root of 4 is 2 times the square root of 1 is 6. Now, let's assume the square root of this is equal to, as in the answer to this is the square root of x. There's minus here, minus the square root of y. Let's assume this is the answer. There's plus or minus. This is the answer. So now we are looking forward to getting the answer. So for us, what we're going to do is, well, we're going to multiply both sides of the equation. If we multiply both sides of the equation, sorry, if we square both sides, so not multiply. If you square both sides of the equation, this square will remove the square root. So here now you have 5 minus 2 roots, what? 6. Then if you open up, if you square this, definitely this plus or minus will go off. Now you have the square root of x minus the square root of y times the square root of x minus the square root of y. So now we have 5 minus 2 square root of 6 is equal to square root of x minus the square root of y times square root of x minus the square root of y. Now when we open up this bracket, let's use this square root of x to multiply the whole of this. Square root of x times square root of x. According to rules of surd, you have square root of x times square root of x is equal to what? X. Square root of x times the square root of y is equal to the square root of xy. So we're going to apply these rules. If the thing inside here is the same, it will just be one of it. So now square root of x times square root of x will give you x. Square root of x times square root of y will give you minus, because there's minus here, minus the square root of xy. Now we'll now use this to multiply the whole of it. Square root of y times the square root of x is equal to minus the square root of xy. Minus square root of y times minus square root of y will give you plus y. Now you now have x plus y minus 2 square root of xy. So we now have 5 minus 2 square root of 6. Now when you look at these two things, you see that there is the coefficient here is the same, which is 2 here. So what we're going to do is, now we look for the factors of 6, because see, this times this will give you 6, and when you sum them it will give you this. So the factors of 6 that when you sum them together it will give you 5 is 2 times, is what? 2 times 3. Now since there is negative sign And since there is negative sign, we're going to put this one first to be our x. This will be our x, while this or y will be 2. So that means the x is 3, y is 2. So that the answer to this particular problem will now be, now we have gotten this expression. So what we're going to do now is that we'll go back to saying this 5 minus 2 square root of 6 all square root is equal to what? The square root of what? X minus the square root of y, plus or minus. That was what we wrote before, which is this. We assume it is this. So from this, we have gotten our x and y. So that means the final answer is plus or minus the square root of what? 3 minus the square root of what? 2. So this is the final answer to this particular problem. So that is it now. So this is a simplified form. So we come to the end of this um, tutorial. So please subscribe, like, and share the video, and also put comments in the comment section. Thank you.